Welcome back to What's Up Stratford, our July edition. And joining me is Mark, and we're going to talk about the PIF. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining me all the way from Stratford, Ontario.
Thank you very much, Peter. I appreciate it.
So you moved here a couple of years ago. Why did you choose Stratford as your home?
We had always come to Stratford, not only for the Stratford Festival, but all year round, in the fall, the winter, the spring. And it's a lovely city, and it's a warm, friendly city. And we said if there's any place that we wanted to go to outside of Toronto, it was Stratford. And of course, we've realized our dream now.
Lovely. You have a PhD in what? And how does that connect us to the PIF?
It's labor relations, but it's really the connection is I've always been interested in ideas and exploring ideas, which is the Provocation Ideas Festival. And so I think there was a logical connection between my academic studies and the work I've done and ideas and how we understand them and how they're important to people and communities. And so that's really where it evolved into what became the Provocation Ideas Festival.
So you're hoping to have something launched this fall. Tell us what's going on in the planning stages.
Okay, so last year we did a number of events in Stratford on the promise of technology, which was focusing on artificial intelligence, was really successful. And so using that as a platform, we wanted to shift the theme. Each year it's a new theme for provocations. And in this year, and in the next 2 years, we want to explore City of Dreamers and how Stratford has transformed itself over the centuries from its original Indigenous presence to an agricultural center, a large farming district, to a manufacturing and railway center, to the transformation to a cultural center, but also still an agricultural and manufacturing sector, and sort of look at what the future might bring. What is the future for a city like Stratford, and explore that through, as the festival always does, through storytelling, through art, through music, through discussion. And we have a series of events, 10, that will look at the various dimensions of Stratford and a city of dreamers.
What about a concept, thoughtful debate? How do you do in this culture that we live in, that we seem to be so polarized? How do you do a thoughtful debate where we can actually hear from both sides and, as you say, dream bigger?
That we want diversity of perspectives, even perspectives that people might not agree with. But I think it's really important when we have a thoughtful debate, is trying to understand other perspectives and to grapple with them and understand where people are coming from. And then not only to look at what is, but people have visions of what they would like for themselves and for the future. So then to look ahead and see what would happen. So in terms of dreaming, that's it's City of Dreamers. People have a history here. They understand what the past was, but we want to also look at that somewhat provocatively and creatively in terms of what if, some of the dreams that people had or the city council had or the population had didn't come true. And what if they did? How the city would look differently. And would a city be a better city or a worse off city, or would have no impact at all? And so to explore that, not only because we don't want to explore things only in linear fashion, we want to explore things in creative fashions and bringing the sensibilities of artists to the discussion, bringing the sensibilities of filmmakers and people that live in the city and have conceptions of where they want to go. And so discussion, even paired with the artistic exploration, is really important.
One of your big dreams is to have some panels at the Grand Trunk Railway. What would that look like?
Yeah, it's funding permitting because it's an expensive project. So it would be a huge mural, either right on the Grand Trunk building itself or on the fence. And we envisioned 5 panels. The first panel would be the Indigenous presence in what became Huron and Perth County. The next panel would look at, the Grand Trunk and industrial Stratford, and it could be multi panels within panels. The next would look at the cultural transformation of Stratford, and the other 2 would look at Stratford at play, and finally Stratford in the future. What a future city might look like.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much about leading a thoughtful debate and so many different artistic ways of doing it as well. Really appreciate your time, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
I'm Peter Raja, your host of What's Up Stratford. Thanks for joining in on the July edition via Zoom, and make it a great day.